Hi, my name is Ginger Perk. I'm one of the engineers on the OneSystem team, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use OneSystem to actively manage your OneBlox. So here we have a OneBlox that's already been set up. You can see that it has an LCD screen that tells you that it's ready to go. So OneBloxes come pre-configured with a public share that anyone that's on your local area network can actually access the storage that's on the OneBlox. So let me show you how to do that now. You go to Finder, and you can see on your LCD screen here that the host name for this OneBlox is OneBlox-0073. So I'm going to find it on the network on my Mac. So you can see here that my OneBlox-0073 is here, and I'm going to double click it. And you can see that there is a public share already created for you. I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop a video on here. And like I said, anyone who has access to your local area network will be able to find this and be able to read and write to this shared drive. Okay. So you can see here is my video. So it's possible that you will not want to have your share be accessible to everyone. And so this is where OneSystem can really come in to help you manage your OneBlox. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to the OneSystem site. And here I have onesystem.exablocks.com. And you're going to want to register yourself as a user on our OneSystem site. And so I'm going to go ahead and register as myself. And with a demo company. OneSystem is a cloud-based service so that you can actually access this anywhere, either from your iPad or from your laptop or desktop. You'll be able to manage it wherever you are on the go. So you don't have to be actually physically connected to your OneBlox like I am right here to be able to manage your OneBlox. So coming back, after you do your registration, you're going to get an email from OneSystem to verify that you are who you say you are. So here I have my OneSystem email, and I'm going to go ahead and click it now. And my account has been activated. So let's go ahead and log in. Okay. So the first time that you log into OneSystem, what it tries to do is find the OneBloxes that are owned by you. And so I'm not going to go into a lot of the details about how this happens, but basically what you want to make sure is that your OneBlox is internet connected, and you can do that by looking at the LCD screen. It has a icon to show you that the OneBlox is connected. And so once you have your OneBlox, you verify that your OneBlox is connected, you can go through this discovery wizard to help you find your OneBloxes. So like I said before, you're going to verify your internet connectivity. And then once you've done that, it's going to discover your rings. So as you can see, OneSystem has found your OneBlox. And you can verify that this is the OneBlox that you expect it to be by hovering over the icon, and you'll see that it has the host name show up and it says OneBlox-0073. So once you've done this, what you'll need to do is pair your OneBlox with OneSystem. There's going to be a passcode that's going to be shown up on your LCD screen, and you're going to want to enter that into OneSystem. So let me go ahead and type that in here. And now OneSystem knows about your OneBlox. So let's talk a little bit about what OneSystem can do for you. Mostly OneSystem does is gives you information about your storage, what your file system space usage is, how much you've been using. It also tells you about alarms and events that are happening. So if, let's say, one of your hard drives fails on your OneBlox, you should be able to log into OneSystem, and it'll tell you this information without you actually having to be physically at the OneBlox. You'll also be able to register other OneBloxes that you have on your service. So going back to what we were talking about earlier, we said that you might not want to have your public share be available to everybody. So you might want to create a share that is only accessible by people that you know. So you can do that through OneSystem. by simply clicking on the node itself and then going to the Shares tab and creating a share. So as you can see on the Shares tab, you've already had the public share that we saw earlier. We're going to go ahead and add another share, and let's call it private share. And we will say that we only allow people that we know about to access this share. So I'm going to click All Registered to signify that, and we're going to save that now. Okay. So now I'm going to go over to a Windows machine to show you that regardless of if you're using a Windows machine or a Mac machine, you can use OneBlox as your shared storage device. So here you can see I've already pulled up my OneBlox, and you can see that I have my public share and my private share that I just created. The public share, I can still see the file that I had dragged in earlier, and I have access to it. Whereas if I try to go to private share, since I'm logged in as a guest, I won't be able to access it. So you can see that it's asking me for a network password. And so since I don't have one, my access is denied. So how do I give access to the private share? So this is where you can use OneSystem to create new users and groups to allow access to your shares. So what you're going to do is click on the Users and Groups tab. And as you can see, I had created myself before, so I'm already a known user. And now I'm going to create a new user. And I'll call him Bob. Bob is also going to receive an email similar to the one that I received when I registered with OneSystem, asking him to put in his password so that he can access both OneSystem and the shared folders that are available on your OneBlox. So as you can see, the status for Bob is pending because he hasn't actually clicked on the email to register himself and create his password. But once he does this, he'll be able to access the shared folders that are created on the OneBlox. Let's say that you have hundreds of users and you want to break them up into different groups. So you have different shared folders for different groups. For example, you have an accounting shared folder and an engineering shared folder, and you only want members of the engineering team to be able to access that engineering folder. What you'll be able to do is create a share. In this case, I'll say engineering, and give it restricted access. And in this case, I'm going to leave it as restricted since I haven't created the group yet. And you can create a group called engineering such that any member that's part of the engineering group will be able to access that engineering share. So let's put Bob in that share, or in that group. And you want to give the engineering group access to that share. So as you can see, Bob is a member of engineering, and engineering has access to the share called engineering. So I'm going to go ahead and save this engineering group. And if you come back to the Users tab, you can now see Bob has access to the engineering share because he is a member of the engineering group. We also do Active Directory integration. So let's say you don't want to have your own users and groups, or you already have an Active Directory service. We have Active Directory integration here. You would click on the Active Directory tab under Users and Group and enable Active Directory. You simply need to put in your domain name, your domain admin, and password, and you should be ready to go. You will be able to do your access control through your Active Directory server as opposed to OneSystem. So in summary, in this video, I've shown you how you can pair your OneBlox with OneSystem for active management of your OneBlox. You'll be able to create shares and users and groups to limit the access. And if you don't want to use our users and groups, you can integrate with Active Directory. I'm Ginger Peng, and thank you for watching.